Hey there, hope you're doing well. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about scammers and how sometimes they come after artists and people in the art world in general. And while I talk about this, I'm just going to be editing a photo right here. So let's get right into it. So as I'm sure you can imagine, the internet is full of people that are particularly interested in scamming people, taking people's money when possible, considering the gigantic scope of people that are available over the internet instead of just over the phone. And there's still plenty of phone scams that go on, but email and social media and things like this just open up a whole world for people who are interested in taking people's hard-earned money and just being really terrible people overall. So oftentimes the victims of phishing, for example, and if you're not familiar with the term, I'm not talking about recreational fishing, like with fish and hooks and all that jazz. I'm talking about like email phishing and how people basically pretend to be someone they're not, and for example, pretend to be like the IRS or the CRA and get you to send them a file or get you to send them your social insurance number or something, and next thing you know, you're out of a bunch of money. And obviously, certain demographics of the population are more susceptible to these kinds of attacks, and I think the elderly in particular are very susceptible to phishing because they're not familiar with all the different ways that the internet can be used to get information from people and access bank accounts and things like this. But there's one demographic that I wasn't particularly, not that I wasn't aware of, but I wasn't expecting to get so many emails trying to scam artists. And in the last few months alone, I've had several people reach out to me saying that they are somebody looking to buy a print. And for me, I sell prints, so that's something I do. So I imagine there are factions of people who will, oh, I don't want this, excuse me. So I imagine there are like different areas of people who will basically go at artists or at anybody who makes money one way or another. So you might be a musician, or you might be, yeah, just a bunch of different ways you can get money from people. So for myself, I had some people reach out to me and telling me they were so-and-so and that they had a giant budget and they liked my work and they were looking to purchase something. But there were specific characteristics that I noticed in their emails that were, first of all, very fishy. And second of all, they were almost copy-pasted from other emails that I received from people with different names. So obviously this is a giant red flag. And I can actually show you the screen caps. I have them here. And if you ever receive an email like this, obviously it could very well be somebody that's legitimate. And that's why these kinds of emails are particularly persuasive, I imagine. Otherwise, they wouldn't do them. They wouldn't send out batch emails like this to anybody they can find, any artist they can find. So if you're an artist who's selling work and you see an email like this, just proceed with caution, regardless, even if the person seems legit and seems like they're an authentic person, you really never know. So this email says, "Greetings, I am Sean," ironic, my name is also Sean. I'm Sean from Richmond, Indiana. I've been on the lookout for some artworks lately in regards to I and my wife's piece suggestion for our wedding anniversary, which is just around the corner. I stormed on some of your works. First of all, the English is very broken. Not that somebody with broken English wouldn't be interested in buying work, but a red flag for somebody whose name is Sean Matt. It's a very North American, very European sounding name, likely English first language. Red flags going off, which I found quite impressive and intriguing. I must admit, you're doing quite an impressive job. You are undoubtedly good at what you do. All very vague, nothing specific about my work, no titles, nothing to do with the style of work I do. They don't even mention if it's a painting or a photo. So already red flags going way off. So if it's something like this is not very sophisticated. It's particularly primitive in the sense that I'm just casting an extremely wide net. With that being said, I would like to purchase some of your works as a surprise gift to my wife in honor of the upcoming anniversary. Again, broken English, very general, doesn't say what kind, like how many years they've been together. It would be of help if you could send some pictures of your pieces of work. If you're an artist on the internet, everybody's work is available online. With their respective prices and sizes, that's something that you might need to email about, although most people have a web shop of some kind. I sell small poster prints of my work, but if you wanted like a big one, you would have to email me for a limited edition, so this makes sense. So they have kernels of information that are just potentially truthful enough that might get you interested, but between that is just a forest of red flags, which are ready for immediate or close to immediate sales. My budget for this is within the price range of $500 to $8,000. Now that's a giant price range. Just like the delta between 500 to 8,000 is massive. So the 8,000 is there just to really get you interested. And obviously, in my opinion, this person is not legit. and the 8,000 is just to get you interested. I look forward to reading from you in a view to knowing more about your piece of inventory. As a matter of importance, I would like to know if you accept check as a means of payment. That right there is like the dead giveaway, obviously, because unless if they're somebody who really doesn't know how the internet works and that you can send money over the internet, this is a giant red flag. There's a cut here because I want to make sure my camera wasn't dying, as it's pretty low battery and it's happened before in the past, so I just want to make sure. I actually have other examples as well, and like I said, they all follow very similar formulas. So that one was from Sean Matt. This one is from Bush Benjamin, or Benjamin Bush. Yeah, my name is Benjamin, but the email, yeah. How are you doing? My name is Benjamin from Bluebell, Philadelphia. So we have an area at least. So this is a bit more specific. So they're learning, they're adapting. I've been on the lookout for some artworks lately in regard to I and my wife's, the exact same phraseology, I and my wife's anniversary, which is just around the corner. I stormed, again, the exact same the exact same usage of the word stormed here. I stormed with some of your works. Which is quite impressive and intriguing. I must admit you're doing quite an impressive job. This is almost verbatim the exact same thing. The only difference with this email is the name, that there's a specific location where they're from. An email is different, obviously, but it's a Gmail account. Anybody can make a Gmail account. And the prices that they've anchored. They did 5,000 to 500, and in this one it was 500 to 8,000. So Sean is balling a bit more than Benjamin. And also he signed his name Mr. Benjamin. And it's interesting because some of these are just emailed straight into my inbox, but some of them were sent to my form on my website. So this one is actually sent through my website. This one is sent directly to my email. So these people, they're not just finding emails and mass spamming them. They're actually taking the time to go onto websites and stuff. So they're not total idiots, but they also they can't be bothered to write a more convincing email that might convince some people. Also, this person didn't mention a check. I think I actually might have responded to this person June 25th. This is from last year. There's one person that I responded to. I think it was this person actually, because this is the first one. Yeah, February 15th, June 25th, and I don't remember the date for this one. Either way, I responded to one of them just on the off chance, and they didn't answer, and that alone, giant red flag. Greetings, I am Cross from Gadsden, Alabama. I didn't actually look up if this was a real place. I should have done that. I have been on the lookout for some artworks lately in regard to I and my wife's anniversary, which is just around the corner. Obviously, this is all the same. Almost verbatim the same. Their price range is 1,000 to 4,500 though, so it's a bit different this time. I look forward to reading from you in a view. Again, it's the exact same. And this time they did mention that they wanted check. So basically, these people are trash. They're basically trying to scam you. I mean, they are obviously. And I actually had my identity stolen once. Someone was going on forums and pretending to be me and doing some pretty shady stuff, and I'll definitely talk about that in another video, but we'll stick to this for now. So I figured I would just kind of compile these emails and show you how formulaic they are and how you should now, if you'd never seen any emails like this before, obviously that has a lot of red flags involved, but if you are very new to art and you're not really receiving any emails pertaining to sales, you might get an email like that and be like, holy crap, like I'm super excited, somebody actually wants some of my work. And like I said, you can reply to them. You're not clicking a button. If there's anything like click this button to look at whatever, don't click the button. That is typically the beginning of a phishing scam. The next thing you know, they're asking for any kind of information, and just don't click on anything that they send you, because who knows what website that is on. Regardless, these people are trash. I wanted to share that with you just in the off chance that you are somebody who's watching this and maybe was a bit, because I'll actually look up the names of these people when I do receive these kinds of emails, and so maybe I'll add the names and the tags of this video or something, and Google will bequeath me with they will tag this video. So if you search up their name, you'll find this video and you'll, oh, this is not real, this is a scam. I've received the exact same email from the same person. But yeah, so I don't know, I wasn't expecting to get emails like this, and I guess that was naive of me to think of that, but at the same time, it just seems like a very, like, what are the odds? You know, I mean, I guess the whole point is just to send like 4,000 emails, and even if you get one, it's worth it, because someone might, I don't know, send you a check in the mail, and next thing you know, you send them some art. I don't know, it's pretty trash, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people who've like sent out prints or originals even. Oh, that must be terrible. I can't imagine. Prints are one thing, because if it's like a 1 of 10 or something, you've got 9 others, so it's not the end of the world. You got had, like they got you, but selling or sending an original to somebody and you don't even get paid for it because they said they'll send it over check and you don't get it, that would be pretty terrible. And my heart goes out to those people, and I hope it never happens to you if you're watching this, and if it has, I'm really sorry. Regardless, I just wanted to make this quick little video while I cut out this wall. I stumbled upon a hole in a wall the other day, and thought I'd use it for something, so I'm just in the midst of cutting it out, and figured why not make a little video about this. So if you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, hitting the bell, all that stuff. I'm just doing the YouTube thing. I'm trying to put stuff out there. Hopefully that will help people. Also just trying to give back because I've taken so much from the internet myself. If you're interested in checking out any of my work, all my socials are in the description with my prints and things like this. And I have loads of other videos up in the channel about breaking down some of my images and other discussions like this. So I hope you have a great day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. I almost forgot. See you!